What if I told you paying rent could fund your next vacation? It's possible, I promise. And I'll tell you exactly how, so just make sure you watch until the end so that you don't miss it. I've gone through my fair share of credit cards over the past decade or so, and I've also taken a lot of free or paid for vacations with my family. So I know a thing or two about credit cards, and I want to share all of that with you. In this video, I'm going to be going over the 6 best credit card options out there for you. We're going to be covering sign-up bonus, earnings, benefits, annual fees, and my conclusions. Now, if you get any value from this video at all, be sure to hit that red subscribe button so that you're notified anytime I upload similar videos, and this would really mean a lot to me as well. Let's get right into it. Starting off at number 6 is the Bilt MasterCard. This is one of the newest credit cards out on the market today, and a lot of bloggers and influencers have been raving about it, and for good reason. Now, the sign-off bonus for this card is 0, which is a little weird, and I get it. It's a little off-putting, but let me talk to you about some of the positives. Alright, let's talk points and earnings. On the Bilt MasterCard, you get 3x points on dining, 2x on travel, and 1x on every dollar you spend on rent. On that note, let's get right into the benefits, because you're probably wondering, wait, rent? What? The rent portion of this is pretty amazing, because most other credit cards will never, ever give you points for paying your rent. Not to mention, this is probably your largest monthly expense. So how awesome is that? So now you might be thinking, well, my landlord only accepts checks or Venmo or whatever, and that's not a problem, because Bilt will literally cut a check on your behalf and send it to your landlord for rent. And they'll give you the points for it too. So depending on how much your rent is, this could really add on a few thousand points a month. And a few thousand points means free vacations for you. Now, Bilt has their own points currency, just how American Express has membership rewards, Chase has ultimate rewards, Bilt has Bilt points. And these points can be transferred to various travel partners. And I'm talking Emirates, Hyatt, Hawaiian Airlines, United, and American Airlines. Guess what? There's no credit card out on the market right now that lets you transfer points to American. So this is huge. Now, another benefit is if you book with the Bilt travel portal, your points will be worth 1.25 times more. Continuing on with more travel benefits, if your flight gets delayed more than 6 hours, Bilt will reimburse you for up to $200 for 3 days. There are no foreign transaction fees, so when you're out in Paris enjoying your 5 croissants, and coffee, you can keep spending and keep transacting without worrying about racking up those fees. Now, if your cell phone gets lost or damaged or stolen, Bilt will cover up to $800 per claim, and you can submit 2 claims within a 12-month period. In terms of annual fees, you're probably thinking, wow, these benefits are incredible. You can even get points for your rent. The credit card fee must be hundreds of dollars. At least, right? Wrong. The Bilt card's annual credit card fee is 0. There is no annual fee, so don't walk, run, sprint. In conclusion, this credit card is best for you if 1. You are someone who travels a lot or wants to travel a lot, then this is the best premium credit card out on the market right now with a 0 annual fee. And number 2, if you pay rent, then this card is a great option for you because of all the thousands of extra points you'll get a month. Number 5 is the Capital One Quicksilver One credit card. If you're a beginner and you're wanting to start off with your first, maybe second credit card, then this one is a great option for you. The credit card comes with a $200 sign-up bonus just for signing up if you spend $500 within the first 3 months of signing up. In terms of earnings, this one is super simple. Again, it's just 1.5% cash back on every single dollar spent. Now, because this is a very beginner-friendly credit card, it's not extremely flashy, and there aren't a ton of benefits. But the one that does stand out here is that there are no foreign transaction fees. So again, whenever you're traveling outside the country, you don't have to worry about your transactions and racking up all those fees. You can spend pretty freely. And as expected, the annual fee is $0. There is no annual fee as expected, so why not? In conclusion, if you're looking to get your feet wet, maybe you're in college or you just started working after college and you want to start building up your credit and you want to start using a credit card, then this one is a great one to start off with. Again, the point of this card is to really get your foot in the door, to start learning about how to use a credit card and how to manage your money, and then possibly move on when you have a handle on things. Number 4 is the Capital One Saver One credit card, another card from the Capital One family, and this one is also a great beginner-friendly card to use. Again, you get $200 as a cash bonus just for signing up and spending $500 within the first 3 months. In terms of earnings, you get 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back on entertainment and popular streaming services, 3% cash back at grocery stores, 1% cash back on everything else. Plus, this one is huge. You get 10% cash back on purchases on Uber and Uber Eats. 10%! Most credit cards will cap you at 5%, and that's considered high. Plus, you get a complimentary Uber One membership until November of 2024. So if you order a lot on Uber Eats or you take a lot of Ubers, then you don't even need to think twice about getting this card. Don't even think about it, just do it. It'll save you so much money. For your benefits, you have your standard no foreign transaction fees, travel accident insurance, 24/7 concierge service and travel assistance, Capital One price match on travel guarantee, and you can even redeem your rewards on PayPal. This credit card does not have an annual fee, so again, for the value you're getting, it's pretty sweet. So who is this card good for? This card is good for you if you are big on Uber and if you're big on Uber Eats and you're getting a lot of takeout, a lot of food delivery. Also, if you're looking to do a little bit of traveling and you're kind of just looking to start off with your credit card journey, this is a great one. Number 3 is the Chase Freedom Flex. Chase gives you a $200 sign-on bonus when you spend $500 within the first 3 months of getting the card. In terms of earnings, you get 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in combined categories like gas stations, grocery stores, and select online merchants that you can activate each quarter. This quarter, in April to June of 2023, you can get 5% back on Amazon and Lowe's. 5% cash back on Amazon purchases? That's incredible. Who on here doesn't shop on Amazon? So if you get this, you'll get 5% cash back this quarter. Pretty sweet. You also get 5% cash back on every $1 spent towards travel, 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back on drugstore purchases, and 1% back on everything else. In terms of benefits, you get auto rental collision damage waiver, trip cancellation / interruption insurance, travel and emergency assistance services, free credit score and identity restoration fraud monitoring. You get cell phone protection. So that means you get $800 per claim and $1,000 per year in cell phone protection against theft or damage for phones listed on your monthly cell phone bill. And you also get purchase protection. So that covers your new purchases for 120 days against damage or theft up to $500 per claim and $50,000 per account. There's no annual fee, which again is a wonderful perk. Now in conclusion, who is this card good for? This is a great card to start getting into the Chase ecosystem, especially because there's no annual fee and you get 5% cash back on things like travel, which is very competitive. If you're doing business as usual things like dining out, getting takeout, ordering through various food delivery apps, going to the grocery store, going to CVS and Walgreens for medicines, or you're traveling, then this is a no-brainer option for you. And as I said, it's also a great way to get into the entire Chase ecosystem and start building your credit up. And this will lead you down the path of potentially exploring another Chase card down the line, or their other wealth management options. Number 2 is the American Express Gold Card. You can earn anywhere from 60,000 to 70,000 bonus points just for signing up and spending $4,000 in your first 6 months of credit card membership. That's at least $600 if we're calculating it on a point-to-point basis. In terms of earnings, you get 5x at restaurants worldwide plus takeout and delivery in the US, 4x on groceries at US supermarkets up to $25,000 in purchases each year, 3x on flights booked directly with airlines or Amex Travel, and 1x on all other eligible purchases. Benefits: you get $10 a month on dining at select locations. These places include the Cheesecake Factory, Grubhub, Goldbelly, Wine.com, Milk Bar, and Shake Shack. These are really popular, common go-to places. And you also get $10 a month to allocate towards Uber and Uber Eats in the US. So that's $120 for dining and $120 for Uber. So that's $240 in annual credit right there that they're giving you. Free money. And then of course you have things like no foreign transaction fees, global assist hotline, baggage insurance plan, car rental loss, and damage insurance. Now this credit card does have a $250 annual fee, but remember, you're getting $240 of credit in dining and Uber, so it kind of cancels most of it all out. So you're really only just paying $10 out of pocket for an annual fee. So in conclusion, if you're ordering out a lot, you take a lot of Ubers, you order Uber Eats a lot, or if you're a big family and you spend a lot of money on groceries, then this card would definitely make sense for you. And number 1, this one blows my mind. The Capital One Venture X card. You get 75,000 bonus points once you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of signing up for the card. In terms of earnings, you get 10x miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x on everything else. 2, not 1, like most other cards. You also get 10,000 points as an anniversary bonus, which is equal to $100 worth of travel points per year. You also get, on top of that, a $300 annual travel credit, $100 toward global entry or TSA pre-check, priority pass, Plaza Premium Group, and Capital One Lounge access. Also, a big plus is you get free additional card users. So if you want to add on an authorized user, you can do it for free. Whereas a lot of these other premium credit credit cards charge $75 per year per additional authorized user. There's no foreign transaction fees, your miles don't expire, and there are no blackout dates. You get cell phone protection, you can get 100,000 bonus points if you refer this card to a friend and they get approved, and the points can be transferred to various other travel partners. Now with this card, there is a $395 annual fee, but keep in mind that one, it is a premium credit card, and that two, its competitors like the American Express Platinum card has a $695 premium, and the Chase Sapphire Reserve card has a $550 premium plus $75 per additional authorized users. But here's the crazy part. American Express Platinum, you take out all the useful credits and you're still paying an annual fee of $100 to $200. Same with Chase Sapphire Reserve. You take out all the useful credits and you're still paying $250 in annual fees. However, with the Capital One Venture X card, once you take out all the useful credits I mentioned earlier, that puts $5 back into your pocket. So you essentially cancel out the entire annual fee just because of all the credits they give you. In conclusion, this card is a top tier premium travel credit card. So if you are traveling often, then this credit card is a no-brainer. You can really rack up the points easily with this one. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of these credit cards and what your experience with them has been. And if you're interested in any of these, be sure to check out some of the links in the description below. And again, now just because you have a credit card, it doesn't mean that you should go ahead and be reckless with your money and just spend, transact. There are some things that you absolutely do not want to do with your credit card, and that's exactly what I go over in this video here. I'll catch you in the next video.